Hello and welcome back to Dave's Delights. And as always, I'm Dave and it delights me to be here with you today. And today we got a very special thing going on. One of my good friends who is a viewer of this show asked me, what do you do with acorn squash? Her and her mother want to try them and they're looking for a good recipe. So I have one here. It's a stuffed baked acorn squash. So the first thing we'll need, and this one actually does take a little while. So, by the way, you may have noticed my brand new microphone. So hopefully you won't lose the sound of me as I walk away from the camera going forward. But we're going to take 2 acorn squashes that we've halved and taken the seeds out of. So they're in these nice little cups. And we've got a 375-degree oven here. And we have a baking sheet that has been lined with foil and greased. Now, cut side down, I'm putting these acorn squash on this baking sheet. And we're going to put this in the oven for an hour, 375-degree oven for 1 hour. And that's going to soften this flesh up, make it ready to stuff. Otherwise, we'd be using a chisel to be able to get this stuff apart. So, in it goes. And while it's cooking, let's start putting together that filling. See you there. Okay, it's now time to work on the filling. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get this oven is hot, the stove nice and hot. And I got this nice cast iron and I put just enough oil on there to kind of just lightly lubricate the top. And we're going to be putting in 1 pound of mild Italian ground sausage. All right, now this is because you don't want to overcrowd the pan, this is going to have to be done in stages. So I'm going to get this cooking, and we're going to cook it until it's brown, and then I'll get back to you once it's there. Okay, as you can see the difference, this is now all browned up real nice, and there's no more pink left in it, and it's given up all the rendering that it's going to. So we're going to take this off, and I'm going to use a slotted spoon so that I leave all that lovely grease for the next step. Okay, just a little bit more off the edges here. There we go. And now we're going to put in the celery. It's a whole cup of chopped celery. A half cup of chopped mixed mushrooms. I'm using cremini and maitake because that's what I have in the house. And a 1/4 cup of onion. And we're going to cook this in the grease from the sausage until everything has browned up and kind of sautéed out and become nice and soft. So I will see you back in a couple of minutes, probably about 5. As you can see, the mushrooms have given up their water, as have the vegetables. So they are sautéed and translucent and much softer now. So we're going to take these off the pan and put them aside, and then we're going to set up for combining our ingredients to make the stuffing. I will see you over at the other workstation. Okay, here we go. We are putting this stuff together now. So the first thing we got to do is into this bowl, we're going to crack 1 large egg. Now, my hens have started laying, so I have one of my hen's eggs. However, we need a large egg. That's a normal egg. So until the girls start picking up their game, we're going to stick with the from the farm egg. So that's 1 egg and a half a cup of sour cream. As well as a half a cup of shredded Parmesan. Now you can get it pre-shredded. I happen to have shredded it myself. A little bit of a pain, but it works. And now we gotta mix this all together. And once that makes this lovely little gooey paste, we're gonna start adding in our other ingredients. Here comes the vegetables. And the pound of ground sausage. And now we're just going to keep turning this over until it comes together, and that egg is going to be there to help you as a binder too. And worst comes to worst, we could always add a little bit more. All right, but that is now mixing together nicely, as you can see, and it needs to just sit there and come together with all of its flavors until it's time to stuff the acorns. So I will see you back as soon as we get to the acorn stuffing section. I'll see you all soon. Okay, welcome back. It's been an hour and our acorn squash halves are out of the oven and they're flipped over now so that the cup side is up. And we are going to put in our goo, the sausage and vegetables and all of the other stuff that's in there. I'm going to start by filling up the flat bit, and then we'll mound it up over the top once we've got it all spread out. Because depending on the size of these acorn squash you get, you may end up with some extra material. In which case I could put this in a ramekin, and if I have enough, I will. And then just cook it so there's a little bit extra filling. But now we're going to go make a little mountain up at the top. Bowl is full. Mountain up at the top. And a little bit over on the side, no big deal. You're going to spill a little bit when you're doing this. Unless you wanted to use your hands. And if you wash your hands, you could. But remember, this stuff's hot, so it's probably better to use a spoon. Okay. So now, that's the way that we want it. And I'm going to take some extra shaved Parmesan cheese that I have, because if you have shaved Parmesan to shave, you have as much shaved Parmesan as you want. And I'm just going to give this all just a little cover, because there's already a half a cup in here. So it's not like you need a bunch. But we're going to make it a little snow shower of Parmesan on top of all this to help hold it together. And then I'm going to, a little rain of cracked pepper. And this is ready to go back into the oven for 20 minutes. We will see you when it comes out. Welcome back. Our 20 minutes is up, and the squash halves that have been stuffed are done in the oven. I've let them cool for just about 2 minutes on the stovetop, and now they're going to come over and we're going to plate. As you can see, they've got a real nice glaze on them. They've come together real nice. It smells really good. I mean, I'm not a big cheese eater, but they certainly have a nice smell to them. I think it's that sausage. And most of the flavor is coming, or like the seasoning is coming off of the sausage, because it's got all that the mild Italian seasoning in it. I did a little cracked pepper on top, but other than that, we're using the flavors of the vegetables and the flavors of the sausage for the seasoning of this meal. So what you would do is you would take one of these guys, put it on the plate, get the rest of that out of the way, and voila. Bon appetit. So I hope you guys get a chance to use this recipe. I hope you give it a try. And if not, you can always make a couple little changes and let me know. Send me a message. Let me know what's going on in the comments. Tell me if there's something else you'd like me to make. And Megan, I hope you have a really happy birthday, and I hope you like this recipe. I will see you all again soon. If you haven't already, hit like and subscribe, and just let me know how things are. Be safe, have fun, and we'll see you later.